I know that when we started, I remember we sort of tried to put on your website how many bathrooms you completed at that point in time, and it was around about 300 thereabouts. How many bathrooms have you now completed?
Oh, thousands.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So
that is really incredible.
Yeah, it's reduced our time that I can work in the business on things I'm better at, and we've got good quality leads in the areas that we're after. We do have a client. We've just finished a really big job that we quoted one day, and we had to start the next.
Oh,
That's crazy. She was saying, "You guys are better than the block." So
oh wow, that's awesome.
We're trying to have a plan next year to expand to different areas with a different team. So I'm sure you guys will work your magic and make that happen for us in those areas as well.
Hey, this is Seven Nick from Marketing Lab, and we finally got Anne from Reliable Bathroom to give us a bit of her feedback on what it's been like working with Marketing Lab over the last 3 years. And finally, we had a chance to get her. She's a busy woman. She's terribly hard to get a hold of. So stay tuned. You'll learn a lot if you want to hear the bird's eye view of how she went from starting to now absolutely smashing the marketplace with bathrooms here in Melbourne. Stay tuned. You're going to love this behind the scenes interview.
Okay, so you're waiting on me?
Yeah. I know it's daunting putting you on the spot. So yeah, you're from Reliable Construction, I guess. And when you started working with us, the what we noted was that that you were looking for any type of work in the renovation space, predominantly because you were trying to keep the pipeline full. You were trying to keep the boys busy. And then I guess that shift changed over time because you focused on the areas where you can be strong at, and that's where bathroom renovations came into play. Is that how it happened?
Yeah, that's correct. So well, once we got going with the bathrooms, you need a lot more work than you do, say, going and doing an extension or a new frame or something like that. So we needed the volume, and also it was something that I wasn't good enough at and didn't have the time to do. And we needed someone with the expertise, such as you guys, to find the market that we were after, and we can define the areas. We can with your funnels and all your sales campaigns, our leads are pretty legit, that they are all ready to go, and we don't waste a lot of time because, once we do the quote, and we have a fairly good strike rate with them, but that's because the leads come to us that are genuine. So that's really beneficial for us, in our work, and it saves a lot of time for us, and we get good quality leads. We know nothing worse than going out to do a quote and they have no intention to be proceeding. So it's reduced our time that I can work in the business on things I'm better at, and we've got good quality leads in the areas that we're after.
Yeah, and that's what I guess that's what we noted with your campaign, the fact that we were able to focus on bathroom, and we can focus those key areas, then we could bring you better quality leads because number one, you were able to quote a lot quicker. Number two, you were able to grow the team because it was a systematic approach. You knew the work was always very similar. It was either a small bathroom, middle size bathroom, or a large bathroom. So what did you know with the type of work that were coming in, where, like you said, that they were fitting the profile really well? They had the challenge, they had the problem, and you could fill the pipeline with good quality work. So what was the process? You were quoting, or you were having a chat on Messenger, and then from Messenger, what was the general outcome?
So from Messenger, we'd have a quick chat, and generally then we'd just arrange a time for a quote, So then Guido would go out and do a quote, and I'd send it out in 24 hours. So, it made us, we were a lot more efficient in our process, and the clients liked it because we could contact them and within days go and see them, and a day later they'd have their quote. So, it worked well for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got better at refining the quotes and getting a good value for money. And from there, I guess it filled your pipeline with good quality leads that you were following up on a regular basis. And you're having good conversations with people that were initially just trying to find out a price about how much it would cost. And then that led to deeper, more qualified conversations.
Yeah, that's correct. And a lot of people do ask straight off the top, and we have that generated response, which is wonderful because they either come back or they don't. So straight away, it also saves a lot of time on who wants a bathroom and who doesn't. So then when we do go out and quote them, there's no surprises. They know the price range. So once we know we're going out to do the quote, we know we've got a pretty good show.
Yeah, correct.
Selling the bathroom.
Yeah. So basically, you've already preconditioned them to understand what they're up against, and then as you're sending Guido on site, you already know that they can either work with that budget. And then what happens when Guido goes on site, he's basically mapping out their initial design, because I know Guido brings a different flair to the scheme of things. He's got more of an eye for detail. So what was the process after that? Is Guido drawing up something, or is he just giving him a visual element of what it would look like, or is he doing CAD files? Because we talked about design at some point.
Yeah, so he will come back, and if they ask, he'll give them a rough sketch along with the quote of how their room would look. But while he's there, he'll run through and tell them what they should do where. He might redesign or he might keep it the same layout. Our procedure is once they do sign up and go ahead with us, then we give them the renders and a floor plan. Once they've selected their fixtures. So we don't do it until they've signed up and made their choices.
Yeah, it makes sense, because then you're allocating time where you need to, if they're qualified and if they're prepared to go ahead, and then Guido's spending that extra time with them to give them what they need to be able to carry forwards.
That's great.
So, I mean, you guys are experts at this, and obviously the team has grown over the years. So how quickly can you get a bathroom out these days?
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks, and then you give people options on variations on fixtures and what things that they can go with. And I know we've talked in the past about providing even other options. What are your thoughts on what's worked well in those areas? Is giving them free range or giving them a few options to choose from?
Well, we make an appointment for them to go into the plumbing supplies, and the person they're going to see already knows what they need. But there is a range in there. There's quite a vast range that they can select from. We don't just say you can only have this range. So, it's pretty open, the choices for them within the builder's range. And then the same when they go to the tile shop. There's a builder's range there too that they can go and select from. So it's an easy process for them. A lot of clients find it really overwhelming, the thought of having to go and purchase everything, but we make that really easy for them, that they just got to walk in and select from a range pretty much.
Yeah.
Might be 5 or 6 different choices. You don't want too many because you get confused, and the same with the tiles. So it streamlines for them, and the clients really like that. We find when we say we'll organise you an appointment and you'll have Chloe there to help you, you can see almost that their shoulders drop, that they go, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Because they find it all too scary, too overwhelming to make all the colours and, the different varieties, what to select. So, yeah, we find our system works really well.
Yeah. So that's excellent. So in the past, because we've been working together for quite some time now, it's probably over 2 years, and we've seen, you know, a lot of growth over the years. But just recently, you've been introduced to a CRM where you're managing the leads in a different way. Previously to that, we were sending you leads and you were having to manage them on Messenger, and you're having to take note and keep calendar updates. How's it been since going from that way of managing things manually to now managing them with a CRM?
Okay. I'm not fully over it. I'm using it. And I don't mind it, but it probably helps a bit because it's forcing me to ring most people first.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a conversation with them before the quote stage. So that's beneficial in itself for them and for us. You know, they get a bit of an idea before we come out what we're going to offer them, and I can get a bit of an idea and a feel from them, you know, if they really want to have a bathroom done. And two, you can rule out the problems prior. Some people will just say openly, no, I haven't got that budget. So, you know, then we're not wasting their time, they're not wasting our time. So it's probably a lot more personal touch too, to have that I do call them firstly.
Yeah.
I've just got a question for Anne. Anne, I know that when we started, I remember we sort of tried to put on your website how many bathrooms you completed at that point in time, and it was around about 300 thereabouts. How many bathrooms have you now completed?
Thousands.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
that is really incredible.
Yeah. We do on average about 2.5 a week.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to up that again next year.
Fantastic.
We've got a few other things in mind that can make it a little bit quicker and also grow our team. You know, we're always looking for good people to join us, and if we find them, we take them, because sometimes, you know, it's hard to find really good workers, and you got to be really careful. You know, we're really particular on who we employ, because we're sending them into people's houses, so they've got to be good people and well managed, and that's all the feedback we get all the time from the clients, how well mannered our team is. So then that goes right through, because we use the same sparkies, same plumber, same plasterer, and same rule applies to them. You know, you just got to be clean, you got to respect the people's house, and you got to be well mannered. So if we find someone that we think fits that, we grab them.
Yeah,
and we'll grow and accommodate more teams as we can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And in terms of calendar, are you guys booked out a couple of months in advance? What's the calendar like?
At the moment, we're booking about middle of Feb.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's really nice. It's nice to be able to go away. And I know we've probably got half a dozen sitting there that are ready to come on.
Fantastic.
We might finish the year going into March, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And it's just gonna, like you said, it's just gonna ramp up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. It'll just ramp up. We'll continue to, I guess, work with you on trying to automate some of those processes we have in the past, where you know, you've asked us to automate a few things just to make the process more streamlined for yourself. And now you're getting notifications to your mobile phone and everything like that. So you're staying on top of things, which is fantastic. And I guess you guys have got a team that just seems to function like clockwork in terms of you know, getting the lead in, getting them over the line, and then Guido does his magic in the bathroom. And something that was unique about your campaign was Guido's videos, which we utilized initially in the early stages of the Facebook campaign, just to tell your story and showcase your work. And I think that was maybe one of the pinnacles of taking the campaign to the next level, just to give everyone an understanding of what the video ads were. Guido would, I guess, get his personality across and get, like Sebastian was saying, his eye for detail across, going through his work and showcasing the workmanship that you guys can do. And I think some of those videos racked up, you know, thousands and thousands of views in your local area, and people just started to know exactly who Guido was. So have you noted that when you speak to people, they
absolutely,
understanding of who you guys are? And
we have a little bit of a following, and we know we do. And when he goes out to do a quote, they'll be like, "Oh my God, you're the guy in the video."
So he's a bit of a celebrity now.
and because he does get viewers, so now we regularly get videos from our kids' friends and different people going, "Good viewers," and just to take the mickey out of him. Yeah. But we noticed, like, we went for a couple of months where we got pretty frantic and he didn't do any. Mm-hmm. And also we've got a videographer that does some for us. And we had a couple of people say to us, "You haven't done any videos when you go for a quote or something. You haven't put a video up for a while." So we're very aware of that we want to do, you know, he has to keep on those, and he is trying to, but we're trying to also teach him a little bit better skills in his filming, so to try and keep out of the vision. And
I remember when Guido first started, he was a bit concerned about being the celebrity, and he was a bit camera shy, and he was it was a bit concerned, and I think it paid off really well for him.
We do have a client. We've just finished a really big job that we quoted one day, and we had to start the next.
Oh,
That's crazy. She was saying, "You guys are better than the block." So
wow, that's awesome.
We're trying to pin her down to do a promotion with her.
Oh, that'll be incredible.
Interviewing her to say all that, because we got it started in a day. 3 bathrooms in the one room, in the one house.
That's fantastic. So yeah, well, if that happens, we'll be sure to record every
absolutely
little detail we can.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you're an incredible client. We've enjoyed working with you, and we look forward to helping you grow your business even further. I know we're only just targeting a small little part of coverage areas, and I'm sure you'll probably look to cover more areas later down the track.
Yeah, we actually have a plan next year to expand to different areas with a different team. So I'm sure you guys will work your magic and make that happen for us in those areas as well. So yes, same goes back. We appreciate what you do with us and help us. You know, we know for a fact that you guys get us the good quality leads and makes our life easier. We don't waste time. We go there and we know people are interested in our service and our product straight up.
Excellent.
So thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Well, that's it. I'm happy with this, and thank you so much. And we'll continue to work our magic.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Anne.